when the Germans start losing the war and the Russians invaded from the east, and we were fleeing the Russians towards the west. We started in January and Europe until April. It was very cold.
Because we were German. Well, we had a German name like Reich, R-E-I-C-H, like the German Reich. The neighbours would call them Nazis, and the kids would ask what that's all about. So then at times I had to tell them all about the war, and it wasn't all the best to talk about, and especially whatever happened, you know, in the bombings and the killings and all that sort of stuff. So I wasn't all too pleased to talk about that. So we just sort of cut these sort of things short.
We heard a ship full of people going to Australia. At first I thought, Austria, you know, and then we learned about that was Australia.
And that was just in a house, in an ordinary suburban house. I couldn't imagine, I couldn't wait to get back home, and that's here, you know, to Bonegilla. It was my little paradise, and I never thought I'd have to leave.
Thank you so much, all of you, for coming out. It's a thrill to, after 4 years of collecting interviews and doing this all on my own, finally put it out to everyone. But really, the true stars are the people who have been interviewed here. You can't be held down, can you? You just can't. This is my father, Manfred. The guy who started it all, because he only shifted from the camp, you know, about 40 minutes, from Bonegilla to Wangaratta, so yeah, there you go. And we were the ones that were called Nazis. That's cool. You know, Reich, we were the Fourth Reich, the teachers used to call us. You can't do that nowadays, can you, Paul? No, there's the ethics. But what I want to say is I think we really should be capturing the stories of these, especially these stories that are going to be lost forever if we don't catch them and present them to a next generation. Because if you realise, I mean, you probably do, but say for instance they're talking about the war, and a lot of people thought, Second World War, when it finishes, that's the last war. But, you know, we're 75 years later, and we're in the midst of many wars going on right now. And I know even Dad says sometimes it's quite hard to look at because of what he went through in Berlin when he was carpet bombed and had to live off the streets, and a lot of the others from immigrant camps and that over in Germany would have felt the same. But as well as that, they were the first wave of migrants that came. Before that, they'd only ever chosen from the British Isles. So it was quite a big thing to take on, as Caldwell said, he took on those immigrants from war-torn Europe, and as much as they copped the stick then, you know, the migrants still today are copping it again, and they've come from some war-torn areas as well. So, you know, if anything, I want you to get that message out. You know, let's learn. Let's learn from our past. Thank you very much.